Hi, my learners. This is Mr. Mbuli, and today we will be doing income statement for the year. All right, let's go straight to our income statement. All right, when we check now, we are given our trial balance. Income statement, you are provided with information relating to Fralezi Ltd for the financial year ended 30 June 2016. Complete the income statement for the financial year, 60 marks. Then we are given all our balances, and remember, in accounting you start by recording what you are given. You start by recording your balances. I have already recorded all the balances, all the amount that we are given. I recorded them already on our income statement. Now remember, don't forget, we start by recording what you are given. That is the first step. All right, now our sales, we are also given this amount, and it's 4,777 300 4,777 300 under sales. Now, and after recording what you are given, now you can go through your adjustment and additional information. Now let's go to information number A. Information number A, a credit note for 35,700 issued to a debtor. Guys, this is a debtor. It means that we sold goods on what now? On credit. And when we are issuing a credit note, it means that our customers or the debtor is returning what now? A stock. So we are going to decrease now our sales by 35,700 now. Now dated 27 June 2016 was not recorded, guys. This is very important, guys. It was not recorded. It means that there is no entry in our books, guys. The cost price of this goods was 21 and the goods were placed back into stock. The cost price was 21, then we need to go back and increase our trading stock by 21,000. Remember, stock is always recorded at its cost price. So now we need to go and adjust our stock because they are returning a stock, which means our trading stock will increase now by how much? By 21,000, because this person is a debtor and is returning a stock. If now we were preparing now our trade and other receivables, now we were going to take our debtors control, which is this amount, and then we were going to minus now 35,700. Why do we minus the 35,700? It's because this debtor is returning a stock. Obvious, his account must decrease by 35,700 as a result of the returns. All right, now we can go through our information. We can continue with our information now. Okay, number B, the business prices its good at a markup of 70% on cost. Trade discount of 297,200 was allowed on invoices to certain customers. So guys, step number 1, let's calculate our sales now. Our sales is gonna be 4741,600 now. So here we are told that the trade discount of 297,200 was allowed on invoices to certain customers. So guys, here we want to check the price, the sales, before giving them the trade discount. Why are we doing that, guys? It's because even if we give them this trade discount, we are going to incur the cost. So that's why we want to check first the sales before giving them the trade discount. How are you going to calculate it now? It's gonna be 4741,600. You are going to add it back now. Add it back. Add back how much? 297,200, guys. Then now we are going to multiply by 100. Remember, if our cost is always 100%, then our sales is gonna be 170 as a result of this 70%. So it's gonna be 100. Why 100? It because we are looking for the cost of sales all over what we are given. We are given the sales here. I'm adding back. Listen to me on this one. I'm adding back. Why do I add it back? I want to calculate the cost price. Why do I add it back? Why do I add back the 297,200? I want to check the sales before we gave them a trade discount. How much were the sales? Then now I'm checking the price of the sales plus 29200. If we did not give them this discount, our sales was supposed to be 5,038,800, but we gave them a discount. But even though we gave them a discount, we are going to incur the cost as a business. So that's why when we are calculating the cost price, you need to add it back the trade discount on the sales, and then you multiply by 100 over 170 depending on the markup. All right, now I'm gonna have here 5,038,800 now. Then then it's gonna be 38,800 multiplied by 100 all over 170. Then I'm going to get my cost of sales is 2,964,4,000 in bracket now. Then now you can just get your gross profit. It's gonna be 4741,600 minus 2,964,000. It's gonna be 177,600. It's our gross profit now. Now let's go to our information number C. Information number C now. Okay, now let's just say we remember we have our debtors. Let me prepare the trade and other receivables. This is our trade and other receivables. Number one, we have debtors control. Debtors control, we put it in bracket. How much are we given from the trade balance? We are given 116,500. It's gonna be 116,500. But guys, remember here, guys, our debtor return a stock at a value of how much? Of 35,700. That's why we need to take it out, because we sold this one on credit. But now, because they returned the stock, we need to go back to our debtors control and adjust it. That's why here we must take out the 35,700 now. How much now is our net trade debtors? They normally says net trade debtors. it's gonna be minus 35,700. It's gonna be 80,800. It's our net trade debtors now. Then the next thing is gonna be now our provision for bad what now, for bad debt now. Then we are going to calculate now our provision for bad debt, but using the net trade debtors now. Then it's gonna be how much now? It's gonna be 80,800 now, multiplied by 4 all over 100, close the bracket. Then it's gonna be 80,800 multiplied by 4 all over 100. Then our net trade debtors now is 3,200 and what now? 232 now. Now you need to go back to the trial balance and compare it now. Let's go and check the one that we are given on the trial balance. When we check, the one that we are given on the trial balance is higher than the one we calculated now based on the given information now. So now when we check, it's higher than the one that we are given on the information or the one that we calculated now. So it means now provision for bad debt has decreased now from this amount to 23232. Remember guys, if provision for bad debt decreases, it means that the difference goes to other operating what now? Operating income. Let's go to our operating income now. Other income, other income. I'm sorry here guys, I think I made a mistake here. Packing material goes to other operating expenses. Alright, now I'm having now here guys, I'm having provision for bad debt. Here I'm gonna specify adjustments. Then you open your bracket. It's gonna be the one on the trial balance, which is 3732 minus the one that we calculated, which is 3232. Then the difference is 3232 is 500. 500 is our provision for bad debt now. Okay, we can continue with our information. All right guys, information number D now. Stock count on 30 June 2016 revealed the following on hand. Trading stock that is on hand is 225,500. Guys, here we are going to calculate trading stock deficit or trading stock surplus. Remember guys, we have our trading stock here. Here is our trading stock, and remember here I added the 21,000 for the stock that was returned. All right, now let's go to our our income statement. Let me check it now. Plus 21,000 is 230, so we are given 230 there. And then when we check, after they counted the stock moved from 230 to 225. It means there is a problem here. There is a stock that is loss. Then it goes to loss now. Trading stock not loss, trading stock deficit. Then we go to our trading, our other operating expense. We write trading stock deficit. Now we are going to open a bracket. We are going to write the calculation 209,500 plus 21,000. Remember guys, this 21,000 is for the stock that was returned, and the stock is always recorded at what? At cost price. Then minus the one that we are given now on our trial balance, not on our trial balance, on our adjustment, which is 225 now. 225,500 now minus 225,500 now. Then we're going to minus 225,500. Then we are having we are 225,500. Then our trading stock deficit is 5,000. I hope you understand this one. It's very important for you to understand this one. Okay, let's continue now with our information now. Information number, okay, still we are on number D, picking material. Let's go and check the picking material. Remember this one, it was on hand. In other words, after using the picking material, the one that is remaining is 3,700. If we were preparing the balance sheet, this one was supposed to be what? Consumable stores on what? On hand. Why? Because it is remaining, it's on hand now. Let's go and check now our trading stock, not our trading stock, our packing material. We bought the packing material at a value of 13,500, but we only used, let's check, we are going to minus the one that we did not use, which is how much here, which is 3,700. We take it out here because this one is remaining, it's unused, it's on hand. Then when we take it out here, it must go to inventory as what now? As consumable stores on hand. Then it's going to be 13,500 minus 3,700. Then it's going to be 9,800. It's our trade picking material which was used during what? During the year now. Okay, now we can continue with our information now. Information number E. External auditor are owned a further 7,250. We are still owing because we are still owing. We need to go back now to our audit fees and add back the amount that we are still owing, which is 7,250. Immediately when you add it back here, remember guys, this one is an accrued expense. Because it is an accrued expense, it must be recorded under trade and other payables. Then now let's get our total under the audit fees. Plus 7,250, it's gonna be 30,250. This is our audit fees now. Then now we can continue with our information now. Information number F now. Interest on loan is capitalized. It means that is added. Interest on loan is capitalized and has not been recorded. The loan statement from Pays Bank on 30 June 2016 reflected a closing balance of 372 920. So this one, you go and check the one that you are given on the trial balance. How much are we given on the trial balance? When we check on the trial balance, we are given how much here? We are given 33,200 now. But when we check now on our information, it's gonna be 372,920. Alright, it means it increases, the loan amount increased from 333,200 to 372,920. It means that there was an interest now, so we must go now and calculate the interest. Remember, it goes here under interest expense. You open a bracket, it's gonna be 372, it's gonna be 372,920 minus now the other one, which is 333,200. We said 372,920 minus 333,200. Then we are going to get our interest, which was added. Our interest is gonna be 372,920 minus 333,200, and our interest, which was added on the loan amount, is 39,720. Alright, now let's continue with our information now. Information number G, correction must be made in respect of a computer that was stolen on 31 March 2016. Okay, the bookkeeper completed the following page in the fixed asset register using the incorrect method of depreciation. Here we are given the computer, the cost price, the depreciation, the book value now. On 1 July, remember here we need to know our financial year. When we check here, our financial year ends on 30 June 2016. It means it started on 1 July 2015. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June 2016, the end of our financial year. When we check now, this equipment was stolen, not equipment, a computer was stolen on 31 March 2016. Before it was stolen, how many months did we use the computer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We use it for 9 months. Then after 9 months, it was stolen. So now we need to calculate the depreciation now on this equipment now. Let's go and check now. We are given the cost price, we are given the book value. This one is from the date of purchase. It means it was purchased on 1 July 2014 at the beginning of the financial year. Then 30 June we had a depreciation of 8,400, and this is the amount that we are given. This is a book value. How did they get this book value? They got it by saying 42,000 minus 8,400. Then you are going to get how much now? You are going to get 33,600 now. And then 31 March they calculated now the depreciation as 6,300 now. They calculated the depreciation as 6,300, and they stated clearly they stated here that depreciation on this asset should have been calculated at 20% per annum on the diminution balance method. And they said here the bookkeeper completed the following page in the fixed asset register using the incorrect method of depreciation now. So that means they used a wrong depreciation to calculate the 6,300. So now we are going to use the correct depreciation method, which is the 20%. But remember guys, we are using the diminution balance method, and I have already shown you how to calculate the carrying value. So this one is cost price minus the accumulated depreciation. We can prove this one guys. Is it correct? Because they said the depreciation is 20%. We can prove either this one is correct or wrong. How do you prove that one? Is 42,000 multiplied by 0,20. So this one is correct guys. But now can we prove this one? Remember they are using the diminution balance method, so it's gonna be cost price minus the accumulated. Then we are going to get the carrying value of 33, which is correct. But can we prove this amount now? It's gonna be 33,600 multiplied by 0,20, which is the rate, multiplied by time. Remember before it was stolen, we use it for 9 months, then multiply by 9 all over 12. This amount was supposed to be 5,040. This is our depreciation now. It's 5,040, not the one that we are given on this one. Hence they said they used the incorrect method of depreciation. The correct one is that one now. Then now let's go and adjust it now. Then now we are given the depreciation now as 6,300, and this 6,300, it was recorded guys. So the first thing, we need to take it out now. We take it out, 6,300. Then after taking it out, then we need to record now the correct amount of depreciation. Then now we are going to have 124,260 minus 6,300 plus 5,040. Then it's gonna be 123,000 now. Yeah, this is our depreciation, and this one is the correct one now. Then now we can continue with our information now. Then we are having an insurance payout. We are having a loss of computer due to theft. Guys, how did they calculate this loss due to theft? Let me go and show you how did they calculate this loss due to theft guys. They calculated this loss due to theft. They said the cost price, which is how much, which is 42,000, minus the accumulated depreciation. The accumulated, which means is the total depreciation, is gonna be 8,000 plus 6,000, and I'm using this one, their amount, which is wrong, 14,700 guys. Then we are going to get the carrying value of how much now? 42,000 minus 14,700. I'm going to get this 27,000 as carrying value guys. Now guys, because this computer was sold, no, I'm making a mistake now. It was not sold, it was stolen. It was stolen, but it was insured by the company, and then we are told that the insurance paid out how much? 18,000. So now we are going to receive 18,000 from the insurance. Then how much is the loss now? It's gonna be minus 18,000. It's gonna be 9,300. This is how they got the loss of 9,300, guys, and they recorded it where they recorded here the loss of 9,300. But remember, guys, there is a mistake here, and the mistake was that they used a wrong depreciation method now. And remember, our depreciation, it was 5,000 and what, and 40. Then now this is the correct calculation. Now it's going to be cost price, it's going to be 42,000. It's going to be the minus the accumulated. Now the accumulated is going to be 8,400. remember, this one is no longer 6,000 because it's the wrong one. Ours it was 5,040. 5,040 is the correct one. Then we're going to add 5,040. Then our accumulated is 4484 is 13,440. Then now the correct current value was supposed to be 13,440, which is 28,560. Then the insurance will cover how much? 18,000. Then the loss now will be how much now? The loss will be minus 18,000. I think I'm making a mistake. It's gonna be 28,560 minus 18,000. Oh, the loss is 10,560. Guys, the loss was supposed to be 10,560, not the one that we are given here. Let's go now and correct it now. Loss of computer due to death, it was supposed to be 10,560. Then you come here, you just add now 1,260. The loss was supposed to be this amount. This one is the correct one now. Let's continue with our information now. Now we are on information number H. We are almost done. Just bear with me. H, the monthly rent did not change during the year. During April 2016, the tenant paid 6,000. Okay. For repairs to the premises. He deducted this from his rent for May 2016, as repairs are the responsibility of the company. The repairs were not recorded. Okay. The rent for July 2016 was received and deposited during June 2016. The first thing, guys, you must go and record this 6,000, because the 6,000 falls under what? Under repairs and maintenance. Let's go and record it under repairs now. It's an expense for a business. Then it's gonna be plus 6,000. Why do we edit it? Because it repairs, and repairs are the responsibility of the business, not the responsibility of what? Of the tenant, guys. That's why we go back to our repairs, and then we add that amount, and then when you add the 2, it's gonna be 106,000 now. Then now we can continue now with our information now. We can continue with our info. Okay, he deducted this from his rent for May 2016. So in other words, guys, we have already recorded this one as what? As a repairs. As a repairs are the responsibility of the business or responsibility of the company, the repairs were not recorded. The rent for July 2016 was received and deposited during June 2016. It means that they paid this rent in advance. Let's go and check it now. We do have our financial year. Our financial year start on July and it ends on June 2016. And then remember, the rent for July was received. Then here I'm going to add now. I'm going to add July because the rent for July was received. All right. Now, how much rent are we given from the trial balance? When we check our trial balance, we are given rent income of 101,900. This 101,900 is rent income now that we are given on trial balance. Now let's go to our rent income now. Under rent income now, alright, the first thing that we must do here under rent income, we need to add back the 6,000. Why do we need to add back the 6,000? It's because remember, this tenant paid it for the business as what? As maintenance. Maybe if I can make an example, let me just say you are paying rent every month. For example, you are paying 50 rand rent. This one is June, July, August, you are also paying 50 rand. December, August, September, you are also paying 50 rand now. It's rent. But now, October, you are supposed to pay 50 rand. But instead of paying 50 rand, you paid 60 rand. What happened now? The 10 rand is for the maintenance now. It's for the maintenance, the 10 rand. But now, when it's come to November now, you said no, because I have already paid 10 rand. And 10 rand, remember, it was not for the rent. This extra 10 rand, it was not for the rent, but it was for the repairs and what now, and the maintenance now. All right, okay. This 10 rand, it's not for rent, but it's for the repairs and what, and maintenance. But I think it's gonna be better if I'm using our own financial year. We are saying our financial year start on July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Now let me extend it now so that you can understand what I'm talking about now. July, it's gonna be June, it's gonna be May, it's gonna be April now. All right, now it happens that now I'm paying the 50 rand every month now, for 12 months. So 50 multiplied by 12, 50 multiplied by 12, I'm supposed to pay 600 rand in total as a result of what? Of rent. But now in the previous year, I'm just making an example. In the previous year, during March, I paid how much now? I paid 60 rand in the previous year. On the example, they said they spoke about April. For repairs to the he deducted this from his rent for May during April. Okay, let me use that example. the 60 rand was paid during April, guys. Now, because I was supposed to pay 50 rand here, but I paid 60 rand. And then now, they are saying now, let me just use my example, continue with my example, 50 rand, 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 and then 50 rand, 1 2 oh 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, April, May, June, 50 rand, 50 rand. But now I decide, remember here I paid 60 rand and I was supposed to pay 50 rand, and the 10 rand was for the repairs and maintenance. Now I decide to take it out. When I'm taking it out now, I'm going to pay how much now? I'm going to pay 40 rand, then 50 rand. When we check now, this is not gonna give us how much now? 600 rand. So how do we correct it now? We need to take whatever that the customer has paid. In this case, they are going to pay, the customer is going to pay 590. Then you need to add back now the 10. Why do we add it back? Because repairs and maintenance are the responsibility of the business, and that we don't want to disturb our rent. Then that's why now here we must now add back the 6,000. Then now let's go to our financial year now. Let me use this one now. Let me use this one. Remember, rent for July has been received. Then it's gonna be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So that means we paid the rent for how many months now? For 13 months now. So it means that there was an income which was received in what now? In advance, and it must go to trade and other payables. How are we going to get it now? It's gonna be 101 900 plus 6,000 now. It's gonna be 107 900, but the rent was received for 13 months. That's why we need to divide the amount by 13 now. We divide it by 13, then divide by 13 now. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. It's gonna be 107 900 divided by 13, as the rent was paid in what? In advance. Then I'm getting 8,300. So you come here, you take it out. Why do we take it out? Because it was paid in advance. So this one is income received in advance. It must go to trade and other payables now. Let me get my final amount. Plus 6,000 minus 8,300. I'm getting 99,600 as my rent amount now. Now I'm almost done. Just bear with me. Number I, advertising consists of a monthly contract with the local newspaper for the entire financial year. Advertising was paid for 11 months only from 1 April 2016. The contract rate was decreased by 152. Let's go and draw our financial year now. Our financial year start on July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, the end of our financial year. But here, guys, they are saying it was paid for only 11 months. Then we need to cut it here now. Remember, they are saying it was decreased by 152 per month from 1 April. Let's go to 1 April. 1 April, we cut it there. Why? It was decreased by how much? by 152. For how many months? 1, 2. We don't count this one because it was not paid. Then multiply by 2. It's gonna be, we check how much the advertisement was decreased in total, which is 3 or 4. So it's gonna be minus 3 or 4 now. Then let's go back to our given advertisement from our income statement. We are given 20,596 now. Then we are going to take that 20,596. Why do we take it? Because it's the amount that we are given. It's the amount that we paid in total so far. Now we want to go back before the advertisement was decreased. Before it was decreased, that's why we need to add it back now. Why do we add it back? We want to check how much we were paying before the advertisement was decreased. Then we are going to get how much now. It's going to be 20,596 plus 304. So we were supposed to pay 20,900 for this entire 9 months, but we paid 20,005, not 9 months, 11 months, but we paid 20,596 because of the decreasement of the advertisement. And remember, we did not pay for June now. All right, now because we paid it for 11 months, then we are going to take this 20,900 divide by 11 months, then divide by 11 months. Hey, I made another mistake. 20,900 divide by 11 months, I'm gonna get 900. It means that before the advertisement was decreased, we were paying 1,900 per month now. But remember, on 1 April, it was decreased by how much? By 152 per month. Then it's gonna be 900 minus 152. We were paying less by 152. How much we were paying after 1 April? We were paying how much? 1748. It means even on this June month, we are going to pay 1748. But remember, rent for, and not rent, advertisement for June, it was not paid. Then you go back now to your other operating expense. You're going to add now the rent for June, which is how much now? 1748. And remember, because we added here, it must go to trade and other payables as what now? As accrued expense, because we are still owing. We did not pay the advertisement for June, so that's why we need to add that amount now. Now we can continue with our information now. I'm almost done. Number J now. Net profit after tax is, we are given, so that one is simple. We are given net profit after tax as how much? 504. Net profit after tax, we are given, they even recorded it now. Okay, income tax 28% of the net profit. We all know if we are given the net profit after tax, how do you get there? The income tax. We can get the income tax by saying 504,000 multiplied by, we are looking for 28% all over what we are given. So that means, remember, this one is always 100, this one is 28%, then this one will be 72%, then all over 72. Then it's gonna be 5 multiplied by 28 all over 72. It's gonna be 196 with our income tax. Here you can use the same calculation to get the before or you can use the reversal. I think here the reversal will be simple, plus then it's gonna be 700 our before. If you prefer to use the calculation, it's gonna be 504 multiplied by 100 all over 72. You are going to get the same amount. All right, now we can continue with our information now. Operating profit on sales equals to 15. Hey, you must listen to me very careful now. When they are saying operating profit on sales, is it 15%? Yes, it's 15%. How did they get that operating? They got it by taking operating expense, and in this case we are not given operating expense. Divide by sales, then multiply by 100, then that must give you how many percent? 15%. I will just make a simple example. If you got 3 all over 10 multiplied by 100, I think you're going to get 30. Now guys, you are given the 30, but now you are not given the 3. You are given the 10, you are given the 100, you are given the 30, but you are not given the 3. How are you going to get back now the 3 given the 30, the 100 and the 10? Let's go and prove it now. If you say 30 divide by 100 multiply by 10, this is how you are going to get the 3 now. Then now we can apply the same calculation on this one now. Do we have operating expense? No, we don't have. It's a question mark. But do you have sales? Yes, we do have sales. We calculated our sales as how much? As 471. No, as 4741 600. Then multiply by 100. This must give me the 15 now. How do I reverse now? It's going to be 15 divide by 100, then you multiply by 4741 600 now. Then I'm going to get is 711 240, and this is my what now? My operating expense. So now I have calculated my operating expense using a ratio. So it means that certain amount will be hidden in what now? In the ratios, and then we must be careful on that one now. I do have my other operating expenses. I do have my director's fees. This was 75 and there were no adjustment on this one. Then I'm going to record it as final amount. Here is my director's fees, 375,000. Then guys, I'm done now. Then now I'm just left with closing my income statement. This one, no additional one. I'm gonna close it off now. When I'm closing it off now, when I add my other operating income, it's gonna give me 99,600. Sorry, plus 10,540 plus 500. I'm gonna get 101,600 now. Then my gross operating income now is gonna be plus 1777 600 now. I'm getting, I think my calculator is giving me problem. Okay, it's gonna be 177 600 plus 101 600. I'm getting I'm getting how much am I getting here? 99,600 plus 10,540 plus 500. this one I think it's wrong. This one it's wrong. This one it's gonna be 110 640, and then you add it with 177 600. Now it's gonna be 1888240. Then how do I get my operating profit? It's gonna be this amount minus my other operating expense, 1888240 minus 711240 is gonna be what now? My operating profit, which is 177,000. Now do I have interest income? No, I do not have now, but I can get it now, because remember, how did they get this profit before interest? They took this amount minus this one, they got this one, took this one minus this one, they got this one. Then now we can do the reversals now in order to get profit before interest expense. The reversal is going to be this amount plus this amount. It's going to be 700,000 plus 39,720. It's going to be 739,720. Then you can just minus the other one. Then it means that our interest income, it's going to be how much now? Our interest income, I think I also made a mistake here. My operating profit is not this amount. I think I got how much? I got 711,240. Let me go and prove it now. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, guys. This was not other operating expense. It was, when we check our ratio, it was our operating profit. Then I need to go back now and change this one. I thought it's an operating expense. No, it's an operating profit, this one. Then my operating profit now, it is 711,240. Then you just do the reversal. It's gonna be 7,240 minus 739,720. Then I'm gonna get 28,480 as what? As my interest income now. Then we can close everything off now. It's gonna be 2596 plus 1748. It's gonna be 22,344. Okay, all right. Then I can just close everything off now. This one's gonna be 36,540. Okay, now do I have my other operating expense? No, I don't have, guys. But how do I get operating profit? I got it by taking this one minus this one. Then I'm gonna get the operating profit now. Then you can also do the reversal now. It's gonna be 1888240 minus what now? It's gonna be minus my operating profit, which is 711,240. Then it's gonna be 188,240 minus 711,240. Sorry, 711,240. Yes, I'm gonna get 1,177,000, which is my other operating expenses now. Then I'm only left with sundry now. Sundry what now? Sundry expense. How do you get sundry expense now? You're going to take this one, the 1,177,000. you minus all the other expenses, and then when you minus all the other expenses, the final amount that you must get for sundry expense, it must be 129,406. You can just prove it. It's gonna be 1177. You minus all the other one, you minus all the other expense, you minus 123,000, you minus 30,250, you minus 106,000, you minus 10,560, you minus 9,800, you minus 22,334, then you minus the last one, which is 5,000. Then we are getting 129,000. We are getting 129,000. I think I also made a mistake. This one it's 600. I'm sorry. This one is 600. This one, and then this one is gonna be it's gonna be 900. Then we are getting minus 100. We are getting this amount, guys. This is how we got our sundry expense. Thank you, guys. This one, it was very challenging. It needs a lot of practice. Please make sure you practice this one. Thank you, guys.